Fun Monday it's going to be. Pierre's running a little bit late, so welcome to Dogs on the Run. Zydrunas Ilgauskas is going to join me. Z, how you doing? It's good to see you. Hey, it's great to be here. It's Dogs on the Run. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out what feels worse this morning. The way Browns fans feel or Ronda Rousey's face. What do you think feels worse? Eric, the referee, let's welcome you in. Hi, Eric.
Hello.
How are you?
As bad as Ronda Rousey's face looks this morning, I'm sure the pounding the Browns took is 10 times worse.
Wow, still trying to figure out what I watched yesterday and witnessed. And the one thing I did think is I think we might have a quarterback. Maybe. We'll see what he can do. We'll see what Johnny Manziel can do. You know what? Let's bring in my other co-host of the show, and he's standing by in the beautiful downtown studios of Kenny Rodaville. It is Mr. Kenny Roda. Hi, Kenny.
Good morning, Z. Good morning, Andy. How are the guys there at WEWS? Everything good?
Good to be here. Z says pass the potatoes. Thank you. Well, Kenny, as I watched yesterday's game, and I sat there in disbelief time and time again, when you have 180-plus yards in penalties, you can't expect to win. You're going up against a quarterback who's got one leg. You can't get any pressure on him. You give up 6 sacks. I don't even know where to begin other than the fact that it's just like everything feels stripped down to the bones right now. You have Johnny Manziel. I think there might be something there. What's your immediate reaction to yesterday's game?
Well, the worst thing that could have happened to the Browns happened when Landry Jones went down with an injury. You wanted Landry Jones to play all 4 quarters yesterday, so it was a matchup of backup quarterbacks. Johnny, the number 2 quarterback for the Browns, and Landry, the number 4 quarterback for the Steelers, but he gets his foot stepped on by his own player. That allows Ben Roethlisberger, who was active for the game, to come in and play, and then Ben did what he does best, beat the Cleveland Browns. 18-2 as a starter, while he didn't start yesterday, should get credit for that win as he throws for like 1,000 yards and a half and improves his record, in my opinion, to 19-2 over the Cleveland Browns. And the Browns showed they can't run the ball. They can't, play defense consistently. Yes, they stopped the run yesterday, but that's because the Steelers threw the ball at will and actually should have had more than 30 points. So all around, when you look at this game yesterday, just a complete disaster for the Cleveland Browns. Johnny Manziel, I've been saying it for weeks, you've got to let him play to find out what you have for the future. He threw for a lot of yards, but only 1 touchdown. He did turn it over twice. I need to see more to make my final opinion before going into the draft next year. And if the draft were to be held today, Andy Baskin, the Browns would have the first overall pick because they have the worst record at 2-8. Now, granted, not everybody's played 10 games, but as of today, they're the worst in the NFL.
So what you're trying to say is that we're number 1.
Question for you guys. Why?
Yes.
I never understand this. If a guy can play in Big Ben, why do you make him active but make your backup? Is that
I'll give you the answer real quick. If you're Pittsburgh, why would you respect a 2-win team when you know that you're trying to get Big Ben healthy and they've got a bye week coming up next week? Well, you're giving him 2 weeks off. And let's face it, if I'm the Steelers, since 2003, every game in Pittsburgh has been a bye week for Pittsburgh. It's been an easy game against the Browns, and they've done what they needed to do to beat the Browns. Kenny, do you agree?
100% perfectly put, Andy. They felt they could win with their 4th-string quarterback minus 2 starters on the offensive line minus their starting running back. That's how poorly they thought of the Cleveland Browns, that they could go in to that game yesterday in Pittsburgh where, Andy, like you said, they haven't won. The Browns haven't won 11 tries and win that game with Landry Jones at quarterback. But it didn't work out that way, unfortunately, for the Browns. Browns might have had a chance if Landry Jones played. But Ben Roethlisberger looked like he was ready to play, and he came out yesterday and took what the defense gave him and took and 30-9 the final.
And then Mike Pettin was playing games at the end of the week. I know who the starter is, but I'm not going to say anything. And then 20 minutes later, I'm sure Johnny's agent said, was it Ian Rappaport that had it first? Or was it ESPN maybe had it? Well, we all know Johnny Manziel's going to start. I mean, you got to be kidding me. Kenny, let's go to George. This should be interesting, shouldn't it, to start us off this week? Here we go, George. How are you?
Good morning, everybody. I was using my football here as target practice. Using Snowy here is how soft the defense played yesterday. In simple terms, when you have more penalty yardage than you do rushing yardage, you know you're fucked and you're going to lose the game. This is like another Razzie movie, just running over and over and over again. But we have a small glimmer of hope with number 2 is quarterback, our second stringer, and Mike Patton needs to stop playing these puppy games with the fans. Just say who your starter's going to be. Simple as that. Now you got over 2 weeks to figure out before you get the Crows in here on Monday night. Make Johnny Manziel your starter. Simple as that. And great move by the owner saying there'll be no changes. Basically, that might be your kiss of death for not only the general manager but your coach too. And boy, it must be great collecting a freaking another game check for Dwayne Bowe as he sat out again. Boy, that'd be a great job. I'll tell you. I don't know.
Wait,
Sitting
George,
here, I
I
don't
gotta
collect
ask
any
you, is this
paychecks
Dwayne Bowe
usually
thing- hang on.
weekly, playing a game of football. But I get to sit on my ass and not play a game. Oh, I'm sorry. He's played one that I know of and collect game checks. Geez, this reminds me of Andre Bad Moon Rising. That was a bust. And Motel had to go to the bank just to get his bonuses.
George, listen.
Yes.
Listen. Is it Dwayne Bowe's fault he's not playing, or is it the coaching
No,
staff?
it's not. No, it's not Dwayne Bowe's fault. No, it's not. Unless he has some kind of undisclosed injury that we don't know about.
All right, George, what are you going to be doing over the next week here during the bye? Will you be able to relax next Monday morning? We do not have a show next Monday.
No,
You be
yeah,
okay?
I'll be able to relax. I can sleep in. That'll be great.
All right. Do you have a-
Speaking of Monday night, are we going to have a Tuesday show? Or are we going to do it
No,
before
we're
the
gonna
Monday
do
night
Monday.
game?
We'll do Monday.
Okay, cool.
All right, George, I want you to leave all Browns fans with this thought for the rest of the week as we have 10 days. What do you want Browns fans to know as if you were talking to Jimmy Haslam? Tell Jimmy how you feel.
Oh, Jimmy, it's beyond fucking words. Please do some kind of action. Show that you are an owner and not a third-string quarterback. You know, I'm not even a season ticket holder. I got to get freebies just to attend a live game, and that's a tragedy as in itself. Just do something. Reinvigorate the fan base. Hire your own coaches. Hire your own general manager. Do something. Don't be impotent. You want to be impotent, do that in the bedroom. I could care less.
George,
Yes.
taking full effect of the no rules here. On
No
George
no
Owen.
rules.
Thank you,
But
George.
like I
Have a
said,
good
when
bye
you have
week. We'll
more
talk to you
penalty
later.
yardage than rushing yardage, it's a travesty.
All right, well, we'll talk to you later. Oh, Pierre's here. Pierre wearing scarlet and, Pierre, the Michigan grad, wearing Glenville. You want to thank Zydrunas Ilgauskas for sticking in for you here for a second?
Appreciate it, Big Z.
That was nice of him. Here we go. I brought you some tea because I know you like your tea. I filled it up with sugar there. You're all good.
Good.
All right. Well, let's go to the phone lines while Pierre gets set, and then we'll get Pierre's thoughts on the game. Let's go to Nikki. Hi, Nikki. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
We're hanging in. You know, it's a Monday morning where the Browns did not look good yesterday, and we've got issues going on, and it's kind of sad. What do you got for us?
Well, I just want to know what's happening in Farmer.
What? Say that again.
For next week.
You want to know about Pettin and Farmer?
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think they're going to keep their jobs?
No, I don't. Every time I see Pet, I keep thinking you should pull up a sign saying house for sale.
House for sale. Very nice. How about Farmer?
Well, Farmer's just a stud. He doesn't even show his face.
Well, all right. Nikki, I hope you have a great week. Anything else you want to get off? You know, there are no rules. You can say whatever you want.
I just think that we always look forward to watching the Browns, and we're always sorry about 5 minutes in.
All right, Nikki, you have a great week. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you for voicing your opinion. We appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
All right, Nikki in Akron checking in. Let's go to Ed real quick, and then Pierre, you'll be all set. Can you hear?
I can hear.
You can hear everything?
Yes.
Ed, how are you? Man, I feel like
Big Z.
I look like a
appreciate
point guard next to you. What are we doing here? Hang on a second. All right, go ahead. Hey, Ed, how are you?
I'm okay.
What do you think, my man?
Well, you know what? Cleveland had Mike Holmgren,
who was with the Green Bay Packers that took them to a championship and everything. They had the best coaches in all this, you know. Like I said, I believe Paul Brown and Modell, when they got into it, that Paul Brown put a jinx on Cleveland. And the only thing I'm saying is take the name away. Call them anything else but the Browns, you know. I mean, like I said, when Cleveland was in Cleveland and Modell moved the team to Baltimore, bingo, they won the Super Bowl that way. Case closed.
Ed, can you just realize the fact, Ed, it's just a nickname, isn't it? You think we're jinxed?
Pardon me?
You think we're jinxed?
I think we're jinxed. I just changed that name.
Is there anything we can do? Can we do like can we have a ceremony? Can we do a Maloiki, or can we get rid of it? What do we do? What do we do to get rid of this thing? Other than change the name.
Get rid of the Browns name. Call them the Cleveland Dogs. We got the dog pound, you know. Put a mean-looking dog on their helmet with the fangs coming out and so forth, you know. I mean, just get rid of the name the Browns.
Okay, so keep the coaching staff, keep the team,
why did
keep the front
Cleveland
office.
fight so hard to keep that name? I mean, when the Los Angeles Rams moved to St. Louis, they're the St. Louis Rams. Why didn't Baltimore become the Baltimore Browns?
Well, they could have been the Baltimore Browns, but
get rid of that name.
We sued for it. The city sued. They took the team away. They weren't supposed to take the team away. Greatest fans in the world, right? The Cleveland Browns fans.
Yes.
Yeah. They are, too, the greatest fans, because they keep waiting year after year after year,
Maybe we should just name the team the Lemmings, like all of us, the fans. We're Lemmings. You familiar with the Lemmings, Ed?
Name them something except the Browns.
All right. Ed, have a great week. Enjoy your bye week. Sleep in next Sunday.
You too. All right.
All right,
Bye.
thanks. That's Ed.
Well,
Welcome to the show. It's good to see you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It was a great time last night at Coach Ginn's 60th birthday party celebration.
How is Coach Ginn?
He's good.
He is a miracle and a blessed man, and
Yes, he is.
really just an inspiration to, I think, to a lot of people. To me especially.
Oh man, Danita was there last night. John Tellis was there.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, it was a big event. I mean, DeGeronimo's came out. Cornridge was there. So it was excellent. I mean, it was like a high school reunion.
That's awesome.
Troy came through.
Troy actually showed up?
Yeah, Troy showed up. I got to speak.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where was it at?
It was over at the second river on the front, something like that.
Windows on the river?
Yeah.
Windows on the river, down the flats. Awesome.
Yes.
Very nice.
So it was a great time.
Well, happy birthday, Coach, and I know how I feel about
Coach
him.
Fox as well as his birthday. It was Miss Parker who helps Ginn with everything. It was her mom's birthday yesterday, so I just want to give him a shout out. You know,
What's amazing to me, and as we just talk about something positive for about 30 seconds here, is the number of guys that he has changed lives. And you know what? It's not only the guys, it's the girls. It's the track girls, too. I love the fact that when he has press conferences to announce what guys are going to what Division I school to play football, he always brings the track girls out, too, and says, it's not just about the boys.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people know that.
Well, a lot of the girls were there. A lot of the old track girls were there last night, and you know, it was just like a high school reunion.
Why on a Sunday night? Why'd you guys do this on a Sunday night?
Man, I think because they knew the Browns was.
Well, because Glenville had to play on Saturday?
Yeah, Glenville played. Well, we played Friday.
Sorry, Friday, yeah.
Yeah, Friday was excellent. At least we got something to talk about. Solon lost.
Right.
So that's one team that's out. They lost to Stowe, and Glenville beat the #1 team in the region, Midview. So, you know, we go down to Huron High School. A lot of them won't be on the sideline. So.
Which is the yell and scream or what?
No.
All right. Let's turn the page back to the Browns here. So we'll talk more Glenville. We'll have time in a minute.
The Browns, okay. All right, Johnny did well. He played great. That's what everybody wanted to see, right? He stayed in the pocket. He did what he was supposed to do. He listened to Mike Patton. He listened to the coaches. He did his job. But the name of the game is winning. That's it, right?
That's correct.
Points. Jarvis Jones got hurt, and Big Ben came in, and he roasted us. If a guy calls in by the name of, we call him B, but his name is Brian.
Right.
I have to do 50 push-ups on site, man. You understand? I don't bet money.
Right.
But I'll bet to work you out. I'll work out any day. So I'll do sit-ups, push-ups, whatever.
Well, did you lose a bet or what?
Man, we got our A whooped.
So you lost the bet on
I
us?
lost the bet, man.
We?
Yeah, the Browns, we.
Okay, well,
You ain't got to do no push-ups. It's on me.
I don't know.
I bet Brian. Yo, you good.
I don't think